Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Tabitha, and today we're going to talk about law of attraction and how we think and how important it is to wrangle in those thoughts, those negative thoughts and beliefs that we have that are so stinking hard to let go of. I understand as much as anyone just how hard that can be, but me just saying that, I realize that's a belief. I can actually just say it's not hard, but becoming aware of them and how often the negative thoughts pop into your head is just astonishing when you start taking steps to become aware of your negative thinking. It's absolutely amazing just how often during a day that you can have a negative thought or realize that something is a negative belief. And I wanted to say your first step in using law of attraction or any of the universal laws and creating the life that you want to live is first gaining control of your thinking. So if you have always grown up in lack and scarcity, you will never create wealth in your life until you overcome those thoughts of lack and scarcity. And you have to not dread Christmas, and you have to not dread checking your bank account. You have to not dread going to the grocery store. I mean, it's just all these little things that if you've grown up the way I did, it was just like, first you have to become aware that you have this vibration of lack. And then you have to start vibrating to the vibration of wealth, which is a totally different thing. And it doesn't happen overnight usually, but it can, I guess. But it needs to be something that you're first aware of. And then you have to usually take steps in order to recreate the life that you've been living to the life that you want to live and experience. And it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's weight loss, money, or your relationships. Everything in your life is because of a thought that you've been thinking. And that is the truth. Whether we want to accept it or not, that is reality. Everything in the world begins with a thought. The building I'm sitting in, this is my home office. It's in a basement of a home that was first just the thought in someone's head. And I am sitting here at 50 years old, and I went from being, a Cracker Barrel waitress to becoming a registered nurse. And I first had to believe I could do that. And, I'm making a YouTube video. At one point I thought I could never do that, and now here I am making a YouTube video. So everything first starts with a thought in our head. So if you feel like you're in a situation in your life and you want to see more abundance, you want to see more joyful relationships, whatever it is that you desire to increase in your life, it first starts as a seed that you plant in your subconscious mind. It's a thought that you think and a belief that you have to grow in order to harvest whatever it is that you want to see happen in your life. So become aware of those thoughts that you're thinking. And for me, I know I had a great belief in lack, that I believe that no matter how much money I made, I never had enough. And guess what? That's exactly what I experienced. And so when I discovered Law of Attraction, Bob Proctor and The Secret and there's so many people that I read, Abraham Hicks, and there's multiple people on YouTube I watch. I'm always reading books. Right now I'm reading a course in Miracles Made Easy by Alan Cohen. And I'm always reading and trying to grow. And the more I learn, the more I realize that the basis, the foundation of everything is the thoughts that we think. Because that puts us in the vibration we're in, the feelings we're feeling. And that is what attracts to us and creates the life that we're living. And first I had to become aware of all my negative beliefs. I'm still becoming aware of negative beliefs every day. It never stops. This isn't something that one day you wake up and you're like, oh, well, I'm done with that, because you're not. You're always going to be a work in progress, but it is a wonderful work. And I encourage you to find joy in doing it, to find joy in becoming a better person every day, and to read all you can about this subject, because it's just so fascinating. And nothing fills me with more joy than seeing the magic of the universe unfold in my life. It's just the most exciting thing I can think of. But becoming aware of your thoughts, it's hard to, first of all, you have to start realizing that everything in your life is a result of the way you've been thinking. And that's kind of hard to take sometimes, because I don't know about you, but I haven't always had the best life. And it was nobody's fault but my own. And I remember hearing Louise Hay say that money comes to you by right of consciousness. And I thought, that is a bunch of bull. Money comes to you through hard work and effort. But then I got to thinking, wait a minute, how much hard work have I done, and how much money did I get to keep? Because I have worked so hard. I have worked on-call shifts and extra and 2 jobs, and I've seen all my money just go for bills and unexpected expenses. And when I decided, hey, I'm going to give this prosperity consciousness a chance to work in my life, and I started saying things like, I have all the money I need and I don't have to work hard for my money, I literally saw my pay increase by almost 50% in the span of 18 months without doing any extra work, no extra added responsibilities. And I saw my money situation improve dramatically. So I stand corrected. Louise Hay was right, and money does come to you by right of consciousness. And the more you learn about that, the wealthier you're going to become. But everything starts with the way that we're thinking. And I don't mean to sit here and say we need to be one of those toxic, positive thinking people that ignores all the things in our life and yada, yada, yada. Because, sometimes you have a serious situation going on and you have to embrace that situation and make the best of it. But what I do now is, if there is a serious situation in my life, I do embrace it. I embrace the feelings. I feel the feelings, and then I let it go. And I know that everything is always working out for me just exactly as it should. And it always does. It took me a while to get to that point. And I read the book, The Greatest Secret, and that helped me tremendously. That's a book by Rhonda Byrne, so I highly recommend it if you have any kind of really distressing, big, huge, scary situations going on in your life. Read that book. It will help you. It helped me tremendously. But let's just focus on one thing today. So let's say you're watching these kinds of videos because you feel like you're drowning in debt. Take this first step, and then I'm going to do more videos about this same subject. But take the first step and say, I have all the money I need. And tell yourself that every day, and start visualizing yourself having all the money you need. Because the power of your thought is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. And so if you start believing you have all the money you need, it's not going to take long. Especially if you're visualizing you have all the money you need, you're feeling the feeling of having all the money you need, it is not going to take long until you actually have all the money you need. Because the universe will create circumstances and events and cause people to come into your life to make that your reality. Your reality is what you believe it to be. If you can just take my word for that and start doing like an experiment in your own life with just changing the way you're thinking, I promise you, you're going to see life-changing results. So be aware of your thoughts. Don't let people discourage you, and follow along for more discussions about how we're thinking and how it affects our life, and how you can use the universal laws like law of vibration, law of attraction, law of assumption, to create the best life that you could ever want to live. This world is a wonderful, magical place if you could just open up your eyes and become aware to all the possibilities that are available to you and to everyone else. And I want to thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I really appreciate you being here. Please leave some comments about things you'd like to see different in your life, or things you've done to change certain thoughts and behaviors in your life. I'm really interested in knowing about that, because I can learn and grow from you just as easily as anything I say might help you learn and grow. And, you know, together we can help each other live our best life and be the kind of people that will make this world a better place. And I just really appreciate you. Have a great day.